Okay, so in this video we're looking at taking this information and making a graph out of it. So what we need to do is, well, if you were doing this by hand, we would do these appropriate things as per the instructions here on our scaffold sheet or template sheet structure. But we're going to use Excel to do this. So what you need to do is you need to open up Excel. That's this green icon here. I've got a new spreadsheet open. It does a whole lot of magical things with formulas and such, but we just want to use it so that we can make a nice graph that follows scientific conventions. So here we go. I'm going to go to my data. I'm going to select all of it just because it's a bit easier that way. Control C again, so copy. Open up the book, put it in the corner, Control V, and drop it all in there. So here is my data. Apologies if you're tuned in, you would have noticed that I had them back to front. I had it a high, medium, low, but anyway, fixed it up. So it's all ready to rock and roll. So what we're going to do is that we're going to make a graph using this and this because we want to make a line graph. So we go to Insert, this one here, Scatter plots, one with just scatters on it. Notice how nothing has come up. It's because you need to select some data to do that. We're going to select the data. Where has it gone? Nope. So select data. There we go. I'm going to add a series. Now the X is the independent variable, and that's low, medium, and high. And then we're going to add the Y series, which is the average score. Be very careful that you don't use the trials, and you'll get a graph that looks like okay and okay. So you'll see that there are numbers there, high, medium, low. If you wanted to, you could have it more specifically like the actual kind of degrees that there were in the ramp, but we just didn't recall that information. So what we're going to do here is adjust all this stuff so that it follows conventions. So the first thing we should be doing is checking our data points. 1, 2, 4. And for the first one, so 1, 1, 2, 4, it's about halfway between those two, yes. If we're unsure, we can kind of click on them and you'll see that it's selecting up this box here. So that's all good. The next thing we're going to be looking for is our title. So your title should have the independent and dependent variable of your graph in it and some description there. So this is the average. So you can see it's coming up here. You don't have to capitalize each letter, whatever you do, make it consistent. The average distance traveled by the toy car on different ramp angles. And that should go enter. Look at that. We need to have labels on both of our axes. So how you do that is you go to add chart element, axes, primary horizontal. Oh, I don't know what happened there. Sorry, wrong thing. Axis title, primary horizontal. Oh, now I've just taken them all away. So Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. There we go. Bring them back. Axis title, primary horizontal. This is the angle of the ramp. And add chart element, chart title. Nope. Primary vertical. This is the average distance traveled, and make sure that you add the appropriate units of whatever you're measuring. So that is that one there, and this is going to be and we'll change this. So notice how I double clicked on the numbers so it came up as a box. It brings up a format axis box. Format axes, no, it should be something else. I just had something there before where it had all the numbers, and that's what we're looking for. So there we go. Axes options. So it's this one here. My minimum, my maximum is 3.5. My major units is actually going to be 1. So there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Angle of the ramp. And you could have a key if you wanted to. So angle of the ramp, 1 is low, 2 medium, 3 high. There we go. And what you would do is also insert your line of best fit. So when we go add chart element, go to a trend line, say linear, and it does it automatically for you. So it just puts that in there for you. Oh, and can you change your dot points to X's? So we click on those. Notice how there's like 1, 2, 3 little flower-like symbols. You need to go to shape, format that one, nope. This one, soft edges, 3D format, no. Nope, I want the symbols to change. There is a way to, oh, here we go, marker. So it's on the can, marker, fill, marker options. There we go. So it's on automatic. We can go built in. I'm going to select an X. Size 5. You can make it a bit bigger. Oh, that's way too big. Maybe we'll go, yeah, that one and that one. And I'm going to go a different color just so that you guys can see it a bit clearer as well. There we go. Oh, should have done it for all of them. Anyway, let's pause that. So I've just repeated that step, and now you can see that they're a lot clearer there, and that way we can identify the exact point so if someone was going to read that off your graph. Now you can adjust the size of it like that. What you would then do is make sure that all your handles are selected. Control C, open up your document, your Word document, and obviously that's there. You would paste it in, Control V. Here's your graph. And when you do this, you make sure that you refer to the graph below. So figure below, table top, figure below. And you click on it again, right click, insert caption, and say how it says table. This time we want to say figure, and then it goes automatically to below. So figure 1, graph of the average distance traveled of the toy car on different ramp angles. All right, and that's how you would do that. Okay, so it's a bit of a long one, finish off here. So what we are looking for when you're going to do this appropriate application is that your visual and graphical representation are correct and relevant. Sorry, make that Control Z. So correct and relevant. So these are the things that are different. Basic processing, so of data, and incorrect or irrelevant processing of data. So if you're aiming for this area, which everyone should be, because if you aim for the stars, you land in the clouds. So let's aim for this top section here. You need to have correct our FSA to find your averages, so doing that correctly, and then presenting that data correctly on a graph following conventions. So pause the video, go back, watch this again if you're unsure how to do that, okay? And then once you've got those two things completed, and even if you're aiming for this, follow those processes, you should get here. And if you don't, you're still going to land here, and that'll help you out a big time. Yep. And then if you're not watching this, if you're choosing not to do your assessment, that's when you're probably going to be in here. Okay, so that's how that works. Pause, rewind, rewatch. You know the drill. Good luck with your assessment. Thanks, Year 7.